Hey team, so let's continue to have a little bit of fun. On this occasion, we're going to go over how to create your own daily and agenda as a footballer. So you might not think, well, I just want to play football, okay, or soccer. Yes, but in order for you to take it to the next level, you can only go too far with just having a very unstructured day and not having a plan. All right. Just like that with anything. Okay. Anything great that you want to achieve, you need to have a structure. I keep going back to structure, structure, structure because it is so important. Okay. If you don't, okay, eventually you'll hit a wall. Okay, you not understand, well, why is this happening? You cannot just kind of rely on talent to get you through. There's so many other things going around a footballer. It's not just soccer or football. Okay, it's just there's so many different things, and obviously, the, think about Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo or any other great player. Okay, do they do commercials? Do they have in businesses? Just other different responsibilities, family time, and all that. They have to account for all that. It just doesn't happen. Or maybe they don't do it themselves. They have somebody that holds them accountable or that manages their agenda. But you're not there yet. Okay, so you need to do it yourself. You need to have a schedule. All right. So here's what we're gonna do today. All right. Go over that. Now, this, guys, it might seem very simple, but in order for us to transform our performance, okay, you might think, well, this doesn't have to do anything with soccer or improving my fitness or anything like that, but it does have to do a lot. Okay. Trust me on this one, guys. All right. So just like other videos, I have a freebie for you so you can actually just grab this and make it your own. All right. So, step one, why does this matter? Okay. So, most footballers, okay, train hard but waste energy, okay, because they don't manage their time. So, without a schedule, training, school, recovery, and rest clash. Okay. You can't keep going, okay, all the time without a schedule. With a schedule, everything aligns with your football goals and other goals, obviously, and other priorities. So put the odds in your favor for success, please. You need to put the odds on your favor. It's not just going to happen all of a sudden. All right. You need to put the odds on your favor, and it's your responsibility. It's not your mom, dad, or agent or coach. No, it's your responsibility. So the best players in academies and pro clubs have their days mapped out, not to over control, but to make sure their habits are consistent. Now, not everybody is on an academy system. Okay, I'm talking about like a pro academy system, not just a academy like club where you just go out there, train, and then go back home. No, I mean, it's just this is a pro scenario. But if you don't have that luxury of having somebody just kind of keep you aligned and with your own structure and schedule and all that kind of stuff, well, you need to make it happen anyways. All right. So step two, start with the non-negotiables. Write down your training goals, team sessions, gym, technical work. Write down your school work hours. Okay, these are the anchors of your week. So here's an example. I already showed you what this looks like. Just kind of having an overview of my whole season and just kind of throwing in my games. When do I have my matches so that I can have just an overview of what's going on and how am I going to plan accordingly. All right. So step three, and obviously if you want this freebie, just let me know. All right. This is a season scheduler, and also we have a weekly scheduler for training sessions. All right. So step three, add recovery and sleep windows. Okay. Plan on getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep, preferably. Bedtime and wake up time are fixed. Okay, become a pro sleeper. Okay, guys, you don't gain when you train. Okay, ironically, you gain when you recover great. And the best way to recover is to get good sleep. Okay, quality sleep. Okay, not only in quantity, but also in quality. So, quantity is one part of the equation. Okay, like getting 10 hours of sleep, but we also need to get quality. Okay, we need to set the right scenario for that, the right context, and we'll do another video for that anyways. So, all right, so block time for post-training recovery, foam rolling, mobility work, nutrition, supplementing, and all that. Okay, schedule active recovery days after matches. So, like I said right here, okay, you got a match right here, and then you got an active recovery day, or it could be just a complete day off. Okay, if let's say, for example, if your schedule is so tight as far as game goes, you're gonna need days off anyways. All right, not just active recovery. I'm talking day off or days off. Okay, your body needs that anyway. Step 4, layering nutrition in meals at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Plan fueling around training, maybe pre-training carbs and post-training protein. Step 5, insert mental and free time at about 5 to 10 minutes for journaling. If you do your journaling, which I strongly recommend, visualization or a mental reset. Protect your free time, your family time, so you don't burn out. I mean, guys, it's not just pounding, 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 and just no, you're not a machine. Remember that. Okay, you need to have your reset, your downtime, your free time. Just kind of get away mentally, emotionally from football, soccer. Step 6, review and adjust weekly. Okay, Sunday evening, for me, I think that's just a better day for that. So we can quickly review our agenda, see how my days went. Did I get to my KPIs, or am I getting closer to them? Am I getting away? What worked? What didn't work? Rinse and repeat. All right. Ask, did I follow through? What clashed? What needs adjusting? Okay, small tweaks equals big progress over months. Remember, we're thinking about 1% gains or marginal gains, just little adjustments, 1% at a time. For those of you who are a lot more analytical and want evidence-based reasons, his research in sports psychology shows that self-regulation and structured planning directly improve athlete performance, discipline, and stress management. So athletes who plan their days build automatic routines, which leads to less wasted decision-making energy. Clear schedules reduce anxiety and improve focus under pressure. Okay, that's from Foundation of Sport and Exercise Psychology. And consistency in sleep, nutrition, and training blocks equals higher adaptation and reduced injury risk. That's from the European Journal of Sports Science. So in short, daily, weekly agenda is not about control. It's about freeing your mind so your body and skills can perform. So we talked about this. If you haven't heard, Jocko Willink might provide a link in here, which talks about this discipline equals freedom. I've mentioned this before. Okay, discipline and creating a structure, it doesn't mean, or it doesn't equal being rigid. Okay, it's to the contrary. Okay, it means freeing yourself so that you can do the things that you need to do, that you want to do, to move forward, to reach your objectives, to focus on the essentials. All right, if you will. All right, that's why you create blocks of time to focus on the things that you need to improve upon. Okay, so like I said before, here's a freebie. So you might have a planner or an agenda, whatever, which I strongly urge you, or maybe a cell phone where you have all the stuff right in there. You might want to do it analog, okay, old school, maybe print out a sheet. This is what I'll provide for you. Print out a sheet, keep it in front of you. And, if that works for you, that works. Okay, you can modify, you can customize or whatever. So this is what I'm talking about. All right, so this is your itinerary, okay, if you will. So for example, 6 a.m., do your morning routine. At 7, breakfast. 8, reading. 9, field session, all the way to 10:30 or so. If you train in the mornings with your club, if you're in an academy system, it could be in the evenings, whatever. Then 11 a.m., schoolwork. Then 12, lunch. And then schoolwork for a few hours. And then nap time. And then snack. And then a gym session at 6. And then a snack. And then dinner time. And then shut down electronics. 10 o'clock, be in bed. At 11 p.m., just be asleep. Okay, so I have just a space for you to just express your gratitude. Also, I'm gonna cover this in another video as well. Key areas and how do they play a fundamental role in your scheduling, and how do they intertwine to our golden goal. All right, so those are just kind of key focus areas that we need to really provide attention to. So mindset, education, technique, lifestyle, recovery. Maybe they don't make sense right now. They shouldn't make sense right now. Maybe a little, but at a later video, I'll provide a lot more context on that. Water intake. I mean, if you want to add this, if you're not limited, whatever, all right, just a glass of water, and eventually, when you do 4 glasses, just 1 liter, just so you can have some sort of reference. Effort, success, progress. So I like this. This is from the Confident Mind book, but by Dr. Nate Zinsser. I think I'm not pronouncing it right. Well, he talks about this journaling exercise, which I really like. Talks about ESP, effort, success, progress. So what we want to do is, at the end of the day, reflect a little bit on what effort did you put in, and what success did you get out of it, and what progress did you make according to the goals that you're trying to achieve or according to that particular task. So for example, in here, so it was an effort for me to wake up at 5:30 a.m. because I'm trying to establish this new habit or this new routine. So that was my effort. Success. I stuck to my routine. Perfect. And progress. Move closer to my goals. I mean, you can get a lot more specific with it, but this is key because usually we're too hard on ourselves. Okay. And this helps us or reminds us to continue to deposit on my positive bank of emotions. All right. So hey, we've put effort, we put success before. We're progressing forward. Okay, we're moving forward, and this is just kind of a reminder of just kind of go back to that bank of like all this work that you've been doing. And there's gonna be days that things are not working for you, or whatever. This is just key to keep you on track. Okay, this ESP exercise, which I really like. You can put some stuff like what you're gonna do for lunch, what you're gonna do for dinner. Don't make it overwhelming. You don't need to put all the stuff, but just start simple. Just put in some key things, like for example, your training times, your school time, if you're doing school, your gym sessions. Just if you don't need to write like every single hour what you got to do. Some people like it. Maybe it's not your thing. That's fine. This is why we reflect, we adjust, we keep on moving. So, all right. So that is it. Oh, by the way, this ties in very well with the AM, PM type of routines, okay, which I mentioned on this video when I was doing this brief tutorial on AM, PM routines, which are key. This right here is just pretty much setting up your routines and giving it some time. Okay, so for example, in here I put, to wake up at 6:30 a.m. Good. I need to wake up at 6 or 6:30, right? What time am I going to be doing this type of routine that I want to do, like reading or meditation or my mobility work? Okay, so if that's what you want to put in to your AM routine, this is where where the money hits the road or the rubber hits the road, whatever that is. And this is actually where you put it into practice. All right, so this is the AM routine. Okay, just stick it in there. All right, the morning routines, this is what you do. All right, so you have access to this. If you want to send me a DM, you're requesting for this. That's perfect. So yeah, all right, we'll keep at it. Okay, let's keep on moving forward. We need to look for not look for it, but we're looking for transformation within 30 to 90 days, 90 days at the most. Okay, and this is part of the puzzle. All right, let's get at it.